book up wide and meet adventures that await for you. Live and learn and laugh and play whenever your dream comes true. You could swim along the river all the way to the sea. You could fly up in the sky above the clouds and trees. You could plant a flower garden up on top of the moon. You could swing through the jungle all afternoon. Wherever our story takes us, I can't wait to see. Yes, friends, come and read with me. It's online story time.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Online Storytime at your Grand Rapids Area Library. I'm Miss Tracy.
I'm Teacher Missy.
And we are so utterly over the moon excited that you are with us here today. So, Teacher Missy, before we start talking about this thing that we're going to talk about today.
That thing.
Ooh. Should we sing?
Let's sing.
Okay. Would you sing with us, please, Storytime friends? And get whatever you're going to clap. Remember, you can clap your hands, you can clap your knees, you can clap your eyes, whatever you want to clap. Here we go. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, clap your hands. Oh, that was such delightful clapping. So, my friend, what do you want to talk about today?
Look at that place. Doesn't it look a little bit spooky? Spooky.
Spooky is such a good word.
Don't you love that word?
I do. And sometimes this time of year, when the days get shorter and the nights get longer and the moon gets bright in the sky, sometimes you like to feel kind of shivery and scared a little bit.
A little bit. It is a little bit. And I see some friends flying out of the spooky place.
Yeah, and bats aren't really spooky.
Not at all.
But we like to pretend
that they are.
And I think it's because they fly around at night.
Right. And sometimes you can't see them coming, but they are super helpful to us.
They are, very much so.
Yeah, they really are. Lots of mosquitoes. I don't know what else.
But sometimes don't you just like to feel kind of shivery?
Oh yes, I do. I love it. I love it.
So, do you have any good spooky books to read?
Miss Tracy, of course I do. Miss Tracy?
Yes.
Check out this. I know.
Oh.
Isn't that just the funniest, kind of spookiest?
It is. Oh my goodness, it looks like he's a monster.
It does look like a monster.
Hey, Teacher Missy, are monsters real?
No.
But it's fun to think about it.
But it is fun to think about it. When I was little, I thought there was one in my closet, but my dad checked. There was no monster in my closet. No. My bathrobe was falling off the hanger. Go away, big green monster. It is a monster, Miss Tracy. And it was written and illustrated by Ed Emberley. And this book comes to us from LB Kids. Let's find out about him. Look at those crazy eyes.
So if you think there's a monster, I guess you could just tell him to go away?
Well, I think somebody's telling them to go away. Let's find out. Big green monster has 2 big yellow eyes. They're very yellow. Oops. Yeah, these pages are really thick. A long, bluish greenish nose. That's a funny color, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big nose.
Big nose, big eyes. A big red mouth with sharp white teeth. My goodness, look at that. Look at those teeth.
Those are frightening teeth.
They are a little scary, little spooky. 2 squiggly ears. Are your ears squiggly? No, mine aren't either. That wasn't a good idea. Okay, let's see. And scraggly purple hair? look at that hair. I know. It's a little spooky. And a big, scary green face. But you don't scare me, so go away, scraggly purple hair. His hair's gone. And go away, long bluish greenish nose. Go away, big green face. That is a big green face.
Yes.
There it went. Go away, big red mouth. Go away, sharp white teeth. Go away, two big yellow eyes. Go away, big green monster. And don't come back until I say so.
Isn't it great that you can control your monster?
Yup, you just send them away,
That's right.
piece by piece, and don't come back.
Hey, Storytime friends. Hey, Teacher Missy.
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all want to do a flannel board?
You know I love your flannel board.
How about you, Storytime friends? You notice there's nothing on the flannel board because we are going to make a spooky scene together, okay? So we are going to do a flannel that happens at night because night apparently is the spooky time. So we're going to put a moon up. Look at that. And that already kind of tells you it might be a little spooky because there's just a sliver of a moon. And then we are going to have a mama bat. Ooh, are we feeling the spook now, people?
There's a mama bat.
And then we're going to have her little bats. And we have one bat, two little bats, three little bats, four little bats, and how many? 5.
It is 5.
Now, are you feeling the spook? Kind of a little spooky? Okay, we are going to sing a song called 5 Little Bats. 1, 2, that's right, 3, 4, and 5. And there's one mama up there. And this is how this goes. 5 little bats went on a flight. Oh, just a minute. Poor Teacher Missy is sitting right next to me trying to read the words on the board. Let's give her her own words.
With my bat eyes.
Yeah. That will be better for her. Would you guys start with us again?
Thank you, Miss Tracy.
You're welcome. Here we go. 5 little bats went on a flight by the light of the moon one night. Mama bat said, squeak, squack, squeak, squack. But only 4 little bats came back. Oh my. Now she has 1, 2, 3, 4 bats. 4 little bats went on a flight by the light of the moon one night. Mama bat said, squeak, squack, squeak, squack. But only 3 little bats came back.
Oh yeah, there's 3.
There's now 1, 2, 17.
Oh, Miss Tracy.
Isn't that how it goes?
No, try again.
1, 2, 29.
Oh, Miss Tracy needs help.
Could you help me? 1, 2,
There it is.
3. I got it. Okay. 3 little bats went on a flight by the light of the moon one night. Mama bat said, squeak, squawk, squeak, squawk. But only 2 little bats came back. Oh my. 1, 2. 2 little bats went on a flight by the light of the moon one night. Mama bat said, squeak, squawk, squeak, squawk. But only 1 little bat came back. There's only 1 bat left. Poor Mama. 1 little bat went on a flight by the light of the moon one night. Mama bat said, squeak, squawk, squeak, squawk. But none of the 5 little bats came back. Oh my. Sad, no little bats go on a flight by the light of the moon one night. Sad Mama bat said, squeak, squeak, squawk. And all of the 5 little bats came back. And there they all are. Hey, thanks for playing with us.
Miss Tracy,
Yes, Teacher Missy?
I have to show you what we're reading next.
I love this story.
I do too. It is probably one of my very favorite stories. And what do you notice? What do you see on there?
I see a huge pumpkin.
A great big pumpkin. And here's a person walking kind of by the pumpkin. And I'm looking at lights in this little house, so it must be nighttime.
Oh, I would think so.
I think it's nighttime. And this story is called The Little Old Lady Who Wasn't Afraid of Anything. It was written by Linda Williams and illustrated. Remember what that is? Yep, the illustrator does the pictures, draws the pictures, and the author writes the words. The illustrations were done by Megan Lloyd. So 2 people worked together on this book. And it comes to us from HarperCollins. There was a little old lady. Oh, she's not afraid of anything. That's pretty cool. Let's see about her. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. Suddenly, whoops, wait a minute, I missed a page, guys. Hold on. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage. What's a cottage?
I think a cottage is a small house.
A little house, right, okay. She left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and spices, nuts, and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it had started to get dark. There was only a sliver of a moon shining through the night, and the little old lady started to walk home. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were 2 big shoes, and the shoes went clomp, clomp. Ooh, do you see the shoes right there?
Wow. I think shoes that moved on their own, that would scare me.
That looks a little spooky. Get out of my way, you 2 big shoes. I'm not afraid of you. And the little old lady went down the path, and behind her she could hear 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. A little farther on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants. And the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you. And the little old lady walked on, but behind her, she could hear 2 shoes go clomp, clomp, and 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Well, farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt. And the shirt went shake, shake. Oh, get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and on she walked, a little bit faster. And behind her, she could hear. What do you think she hears, Miss Tracy? She hears 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. A little way on, the little old lady came upon 2 white gloves and a tall black hat. And the gloves went clap, clap. And the hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you 2 white gloves, and you, black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said. And on she walked, just a little bit faster. But behind her, she could hear. Boy, what does she hear? She hears 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. And 1 hat go nod, nod. Well, by now, the little lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage, and when she was startled by a very, very huge, orange, and very, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went, uh-oh, what's the head gonna do? What's that head gonna do? Boo! Boo! Look at that big smile. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran, and behind her she could hear 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. Look at her face. It's a little spooky to her. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could and didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. She sat in a chair by the fire and she rocked and she rocked and she rocked. And it was so quiet in her cottage before the knock, knock on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid of anything. So she went to the door and opened it, and what do you think she saw? She was very brave to go to the door. She saw 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? Well, we've come to scare you. Well, you can't scare me, said the little old lady. Oh, well, then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head suddenly looked unhappy. There's all the parts right at the front door. I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear. The pumpkin head nodded, and its face seemed to brighten. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. I wonder what she said to him, Miss Tracy.
I wonder.
The next morning, she woke up early. She went to her window and looked into her garden. What do you think she saw? 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. And guess what? It scared all the crows away.
Aww.
Miss Tracy, what was all that stuff?
So it was a scarecrow.
It was a scarecrow.
And he got to scare things.
And that's his job, is to scare things out of the garden so that the birds, the crows, don't eat all of her garden stuff. Clomp, clomp.
Hey, Storytime friends. Hey, Teacher Missy.
Yes, Miss Tracy.
You ready to wave a scarf?
Woohoo! Yeah.
Okay, so out of your Storytime kits, I would like you to find your scarf. And if you don't have a Storytime kit yet, we still have a few left here at the library. You can come pick one up if you'd like. Okay, so I would like you to get your scarf. You can wave a scarf, you can wave a sock, you can wave a washcloth, you can wave a towel, you can wave a paper towel, you can wave a Kleenex, you can even wave your hand if you want to. Just get ready.
Right.
Excuse me? 1 second. Oh, of course. Storytime friends. Giraffe would like to join us today. Hello, Teacher Missy.
Good morning, Giraffe.
Hello, Storytime friends.
So good to see you.
I'm delighted to be here. Okay, Giraffe, you sit right down there. And should we hand Teacher Missy her favorite green scarf?
Oh, my green one. There it is.
And I am going to get my red scarf. And we are going to start our scarf song. So you guys ready? We are going to start with our scarf warm-up because that works really well for us. Ready? My scarf goes up, my scarf goes down, my scarf goes around, 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 around. My scarf goes in, my scarf comes out, my scarf flies about, 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 about. Nice job! Should we do it again?
Yeah.
Here we go. My scarf goes up, my scarf goes down, my scarf goes around, 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 around. My scarf goes in, my scarf comes out, my scarf flies about, 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 about. Okay, now we are going to do a scarf song that may be a little bit spooky. Okay? It's about ghosts. We're going to pretend that our scarf is a ghost.
Oh, cool.
Teacher Missy, are ghosts real?
No, ghosts are not real.
Ghosts aren't really
But
real.
aren't they kind of fun to pretend they
They're
are?
kind of fun and spooky to think about. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. This is a poem called The Ghosts Went Flying. The ghosts went flying through the night to give the children shivers and fright. They flew up, they flew down, they circled all around the town. Did your scarf ghost circle? Here we go. The ghosts went flying through the night, searching for children with great delight. They flew up, they flew down, they circled all around the town. The ghosts went flying through the night until one got caught by a branch. What a sight!
Oh, stuck.
The scarf flew up and it flew down. And it was just Zebra playing around. Hey, thanks for scarfing with us. Ah, Teacher Missy, Storytime friends, what a fun, spooky day we had.
It was so fun.
We got to tell the big green monster to do what? Say it loud. Go away! And he did. He went
did.
away. All of his pieces went away. And then there was the little old lady who was not afraid of anything. And what was she really not afraid of? The scarecrow. That's right. It was just a scarecrow. And then all of the bats flew away, but they eventually came back, didn't they? And do you remember when we did scarves? Was it a real ghost? It wasn't. It was just our friend Zebra dressed up like a ghost because he was playing all around. That was so much fun.
That was fun. I think Zebra had fun.
I think so too. Zebra was really flying around there. That was a good time. But now I think it's time to say goodbye so you guys can get back to whatever you're going to do with the rest of your day. Would you sing with us? Teacher Missy, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Story time is done today. Now it's time to go and play. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye, everybody.
Build a scarecrow.